All right, we're going to walk you through how to do the calculations for trial one for titration one without the back titration. The next video will be about trial one, how to do calculations for titration one with back titration if that does show up on other questions. So if it's without back titration, we will not have the value for HCl that we need. We don't have any volumes of HCl. So what is back titration? It's basically when you're doing your titration with sodium hydroxide, NaOH here, you accidentally put too much sodium hydroxide in and your titration color turns hot pink and you really need it to be light pink. So to make sure it goes back to light pink, you compensate by adding a little bit of HCl to make sure it goes back to light pink. So if in that case, you'll have two sources of acid. Your two sources of acid are KHP and HCl, and your source of base is NaOH. And base and acid has to be equal amounts for it to be like pink color, basically. So let's take a look at how to calculate this without the back titration. If you have the mass of KHP here given, you will use the mass of the KHP and the molar mass of the KHP to get moles of KHP. So to calculate moles of KHP, you'll take the grams of KHP and use 1 mole of KHP is weighing 204.22 grams of KHP. So basically divide by the molar mass and you will get moles of KHP. In this case, you notice I kept my 4 sig figs because I have 4 sig figs and 5 sig figs over here. We will skip this part for the back titration since we're not using it. I'll explain it in the next video. Volume of NaOH used is basically final volume minus initial volume of NaOH. So you take 12.98 milliliters, which is the final volume, minus 2.19 milliliters, which that equals to 10.79 milliliters. When you are subtracting, you will keep the smallest decimal place, which means there's 2 decimal places in my answer. I also like to convert this to liter because I know I'll use this for my molarity calculations in the following boxes. So go ahead and divide this by 1,000. You'll get 0.01079 liters of sodium hydroxide. 1 liter has 1,000 milliliter, and that's how I know to convert it from milliliters to liter by dividing by 1,000. So we'll skip this line here since we didn't use HCl. We'll go straight to just the line moles of NaOH used to titrate KHP. If you did not use any HCl, your only source of acid was KHP. KHP is the acid, NaOH is the base, and the ratio of the equation is 1 mole to 1 mole ratio. So when you have 1 mole to 1 mole, literally the moles of KHP will then equal to the moles of NaOH used. So all I did was copy down the moles of KHP and say because it's 1 to 1 mole ratio, I know it's 1.076 times 10 to the minus 3 moles of sodium hydroxide. Now, when I find out I have moles of sodium hydroxide, I just realized I also have liters of sodium hydroxide. This is how I will get the molarity of sodium hydroxide for trial 1. I will take the moles value right here from this line, divided by 0.01079 liters of sodium hydroxide, and I'll get 4 sig figs in my answer, 0.09972 molarity. The 0 in the front here is not significant. If you're not sure which one's significant or not, just think about this. If you had to write this in scientific notation, would you write the zeros in the front? If you don't write the zeros in the front, they must not be significant, okay? So that's the answer for trial 1. And to get the average, all you do is you take trial 1's molarity plus trial 2 molarity plus trial 3 molarity and divide it by 3, you get the average molarity that's needed. This average molarity will be used in the calculations for titration part 2, which is titration with an antacid.